All right, welcome back to episode 8 of Lock Talk. Jordan, Sterling, boys, how are we doing?
Doing good, bud.
Doing
OBJ.
well, Benjamin.
OBJ.
OBJ to the Rams.
Boy. Yeah, we'll get into that. Jordan, how you doing, bud?
Doing well, Benjamin. Just living life. How about you? How about yourself?
Good. Doing well.
You get a haircut? It looks sharp.
I actually did get a haircut. Today.
You look like a young Denzel.
It looks sharp.
Oh yeah, thank you. Sterling, we talked about Sterling's haircut actually. I didn't do the Sterling method. I should have done the Sterling method of I went to a guy barber. I should have done the Sterling method. Found the
cutest barber. Smarter.
Yeah, it is. It would be smarter. No, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Jordan. I guess we have a lot to talk about today, so I don't know if we want to wrap up. We kind of wrap up last week through the games or through the topics we have to discuss, but anything to report back? What'd you guys do last week? Anything fun? No. Good. Glad we all live exciting lives. Well, for anyone who cares, Sterling's coming back to Arizona this weekend, so unfortunately we missed it by a day. He comes tomorrow, so we missed it
nice, Jordan.
A day to record live. I saw that. I was ignoring Jordan's hand motions, but in 2 weeks it will be the time we're all together. We were off by a week when we said last week. It's in 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from now. We'll all be together to record. So. All right, let's just get right into it. Jordan, you just recently wrote a blog about the Washington Huskies, who are a trash can organization and program right now. Talk about that.
Well, first off, we got rid of John Donovan. First starting horrible hire.
Thank God.
Horrible hire in the first place.
One issue was gone.
He was an assistant running backs coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It sounds like a good fit for an offensive coordinator for the Huskies. That's just perfect. He has a great resume. Jimmy Lake is an idiot. First, I mean, you guys can agree.
Suspended.
He's
suspended for this game.
And I mean, it's all boiled up to this point. I mean, I'm sure he's frustrated too with all the shit that's gone on this year with, the lackluster performance on offense predominantly, but that scene of him hitting the kid on the sideline, that's probably not going to boil over too well.
I didn't see the video.
That's why he's suspended this week. He smacked another player on the other team. He was on the sideline.
The other team?
He shoved him. Yeah. He hit a guy that was on the sideline and shoved him away.
Wow.
It wasn't as bad as it sounds, but honestly, it makes me want to bet on the Huskies because A, their offensive coordinator is gone, and B, Jimmy Lake's suspended. I'm still not going to bet on them because they're starting Dylan Morris. They probably are, but they're still starting Morris, who is actually such an awful quarterback. It's unbelievable. But
5-star.
It's crazy because no, you're all good. Earlier in the week, Junior Adams. First off, I told you guys this, but he was the receivers coach at Eastern when we used to go to camp there. Then he went to Boise State. Now he's at UW. He said earlier in the week, I don't know, it might have changed now, but he didn't know earlier in this week who was going to start at quarterback. So maybe he didn't. He said it's all up in the air, kind of.
It should be.
But
it should be.
It could be a week where teammates are going to gather around each other, and I promise you're going to see probably a different energetic Husky team on both sides of the ball, just because their coach is gone. I mean, they're kind of playing with free reign in a way. They're not. The record obviously is.
They should really make it free and start Heward. Make it an all-out, brand new slate. Start Heward. Yeah, it's time. What has Morris shown to still be the starting quarterback there? They have a terrible record. His stats are trash. It doesn't make any sense.
9 picks. That's in a shitty Pac-12 conference.
Conference is not good, and he just looks bad.
Exactly.
So I agree.
And hopefully this is the last year of Lake. I know
it has to be. It has to be. To get suspended in the middle of the season for pushing another player, that's a fireable offense in itself. Not to mention their terrible record. Yeah.
Exactly right. So he's been a part of when they went to the playoff, right? And then they were the Rose Bowl. He's been to a bunch of bowl games. He's proven he's a good defensive coordinator,
that's where he should be.
Stay there. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. He obviously cannot run an offense.
Now you're struggling to be. For example, the University of Arizona, who just won their first game in
18 games losing streak. 18-game losing streak before this week.
They should have.
Wait, how many games?
Shut up, Sterling.
Yeah. In reality, they should have lost that game, to be honest with you.
Yes.
And
the Huskies should have.
Escaping there. So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
No, I agree. It's not even just the football program either. The I forget her name. I think it's Jen something. Whoever there.
Jennifer Cohen.
Cohen. The athletic director. She's made bad hire after bad hire. Look at the basketball team. They just lost to what? Northern Illinois Huskies or Northern Iowa Huskies. Like, they're losing games in programs that should never lose games to teams that are bad. It needs to start with her because she obviously is an issue. She can't hire anyone that's good. She's just made bad hire after bad hire after bad hire. And look what it's done to the program. Get Hockey Tom on the pod. But look what it's done to the program. The bad hires have taken their toll. They have good recruits. They have good players. They got a lot of 4-star, a lot of 5-star. It's not just the players underperforming. There's got to be other issues that need to start from the top. I think they just need to tear it all down because their basketball program is a joke too.
Sorry, Cole. What's the record? 4-5 or 5, whatever. Are they or 4-4? They're 8 or 9 games in, right?
Yeah, I think they're 4-5.
So their leading rusher, McGrew, has I think 490 yards or 450, and then their leading receiver has 400 something. So, I mean, guys around the country are well over the 1,000-yard mark. I mean, McGrew's getting majority of the carries. I know they split it back there, but to not have a single skill position player over 500 total yards is mind-boggling.
It just speaks to how pathetic that offense has been, and thank God they at least fired the offensive coordinator. Anyway, enough trashing on them. We'll go to Sterling's team, who's got good news. Sterling, tell us about tell us about why you think it's good news. What did your immediate reaction? Were you surprised today?
So, yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think the Rams were even going to pursue OBJ, but yeah, the news is the Rams got OBJ and he's coming to LA. I mean, he's a big LeBron guy and I'm sure LeBron helped recruit him, but yeah, I mean, it's good stuff, I guess. I mean, Stafford's still going to throw to Cup 8 times a game, at least. I mean, he's throwing him in about 10 times a game right now. So doesn't matter either way because, I mean, who's he going to take? He's going to take over Van Jefferson's spot. So Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, their positions their roles are going to stay the same. So I'm not really too worried about it. It's more like the drama if he doesn't get targets is what I'm worried about.
See, that's my question for you is that this guy just left the team in Cleveland because he wasn't getting targets. He's not going to get more with the Rams. Hopefully his mindset shifted that he's
Stafford throws the Cup every time.
Like there are already talks early in the year where I think they were proven false, where Woods was kind of annoyed he wasn't getting as many. And I think he ended up saying, no, that's not
reports.
at all.
I mean, there's video
of
him like,
Was he getting annoyed? Yeah. So there's already that. So Woods was already getting annoyed. Now you add this, Odell was getting, he was getting decently targeted in Cleveland. He's going to have to change his mindset and he knows going in he's going to get less targets and he has to be okay with that. Otherwise, that's going to be a problem because he's not going to get a huge target. He's the wide receiver 3 on that team.
Yeah, he's a 3. I mean, it's going to be – I mean, he might take over Robert Woods, though. Because
Odell, in my opinion, Odell's washed. He's 29. He hasn't had – he's had – the last good season he had was 2019 where he still finished behind – I took a screenshot of this somewhere. Who's the – Michael Gallup. He finished like 20-something in yards. He had over 1,000 yards. Last time he had over 1,000 yards. He was still behind like Michael Gallup, Tyler Lockett. He was not even a top 15 receiver in yards. Was the last quote-unquote good season he had. He's been injured the last 2 years and mostly ineffective. I don't think he's actually better than Robert Woods right now.
I have a thing. What I was thinking about today is when they signed him. I said, well, first off, I thought of the run game because first off, Odell, it's gonna open the field up, right? The secondaries are gonna have to account for now him, Robert Woods, and
it's gonna be a lot of single coverage on Odell, so if he can get open,
there's gonna be a lot of single coverage on on Odell or Robert Woods, right? You take your pick, it's gonna open the field up, and then Henderson can get going. Michelle, it's gonna open up a lot of running opportunities, right? And then it's gonna take you're gonna take some pressure off a Cup who gets the ball roughly targeted 10 to 12 times a game.
Yeah, but also today on Cam Akers' story, running back, he said he might be back this year.
Really?
So another weapon might be coming back. And I saw him
he 3 weeks ago. Didn't he?
This is 3 weeks ago. Full sprint on a treadmill. So he might be back.
Incredible on a torn Achilles. That's what he did.
So another weapon might be coming back. We get OBJ. I don't know.
Yeah, let me make it clear.
Every time we get a big start, remember? Okay, this is a point I do want to make. Yeah. Remember how much of a drama, big baby Jalen Ramsey was? Have you heard one thing since him or from him since he's been on the
The
Rams.
one spat he had with Rapp when he was being a dick to him after the game. That's about the only thing I heard. When he was he did throw Rapp under the bus after a playoff game. It might have been last year. That's it. That's it, though.
Versus the Packers?
I think so, yeah. It was after that.
Season's over. Anything that's affected the team from Jalen Ramsey?
No.
Nothing. So the one thing I can say, and we got Sue, we got all these guys that are just bad guys, but when they play for the Rams, there's not really much drama. So
McVay obviously runs a tight ship.
The culture is pretty good. I will say that. So hopefully if he stays in line and, you go to the Browns, they've been a dumpster fire. They don't have any culture there. Like, what are you going into? Giants too. Giants, Coughlin was on his way out when OBJ was there. There's no culture there. So the only thing I can hope for is that, the Rams culture is good. Now, if he comes in and he starts, complaining after every game, then that's another thing. But from past experiences, McVay and the culture that he's established at the Rams, I haven't seen any star player come in and just start, bitching around.
I agree. I don't think they've had a guy like Odell quite personality-wise. I think he's actually worse than Ramsey. He's kind of burned down the ship at both places he's left. Whereas Ramsey just did he request a trade, I believe, from the Jags, but was still playing.
But Ramsey, I remember when we signed him, tons of speculation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's a baby.
Absolutely. They've done well.
I think he's a perfect fit, like, for the LA, like a rebrand almost. Like,
LA is OBJ territory. Absolutely.
Yeah, he wanted
to
go there.
Absolutely. It's going to be good for branding stuff too and all that. So, I think he probably made the smart decision. If he's ring chasing like Von Miller's story had. Best spot to go. I'm very happy my bet is on the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I just think he's a guy that could implode a team. He's also a guy that could really, really help out a team. And if he's got his attitude in check and he's okay with being that number 3, getting 5 or 6 targets a game, getting 3 or 4 catches a game. And there'll be some games he'll get more than that. He's going to get single coverage because of Cooper Kupp, because of Robert Woods.
You can't double team anyone now.
No. And so that's what I'm saying. If he can take some off games and some slower games, he's going to have a chance to have, that big catch that Deshaun Jackson, he's filling in Deshaun Jackson's shoes, except he's going to play more. He's going to play more than.
And that's the thing. Before Deshaun Jackson got released, nobody knew he was unhappy.
Well, he requested a trade.
But nobody knew that until he was released.
No, that's true. They never, I think it was a mutual.
That's what I'm talking about, the culture. Like like Deshaun Jackson got released and it was like, now like he wasn't happy with the targets, but nobody knew that during the year.
You never made a public spat. You never made a public spat.
Yeah. And there was the culture is good. So that's what I'm going to bank on. I'm going to maybe OBJ is going to be happy. And
I think it's 80-20 that it works out well. 80% chance that it works out well. Maybe 20%.
I hope that's the odds.
I think it's 80-20. I don't think there's that big of a chance.
I think he really wants to win, though. If you're going to choose a team with Woods and
because he could have gone to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Where he would be number 1.
Yeah. No.
Well, no, not number 1, I guess. But clearly not number 1. Clear number 2. Like
now he's like
close.
A 3.
Excuse me. I did not mean to disrespect Devontae Adams. He's one of the best in the league.
That's about respect.
My bad. All about respect. But he would be a clear-cut number 2, like playing every snap of every game. Here he's a clear 3. So anyway, well, that'll be fun to watch. Very happy for your Rams story. It'll be fun to watch them. I'm excited to watch them, even though they're going to run the Seahawks every single game they play this year. Speaking of the Seahawks, Russ will be back, though, against Green Bay. Do we think that makes a difference in their season at all? Do we think they turn it around? I'll tell you my answer.
I don't think the Seahawks are making the playoffs.
No, they're not.
I think
they have a shot at wild card.
No,
I think wild card, if anything.
No, I don't think anything changes. They were bad when they had Russ still before.
Do we know if Rodgers is playing this week?
I think he's cleared to play. I think Rodgers.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah. I think he said everything said he's playing.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see maybe wild card spot. Maybe all the right chips have fallen into place, obviously, but
they got to figure out a lot of things.
Tough.
The NFC's tough. Although the 49ers are trash, so they just got absolutely pounded by the Cardinals with Colt McCoy as their quarterback. So, yeah, Cardinals.
I like how Shanahan's finally getting some slack.
He should. And it's nice to see Kingsbury for the Cardinals get some props. He's been kind of shit on a lot, and he's not that great of a coach. I don't think he's that great, but to come out with a bunch of they were missing a bunch of starters, and to just lay it to the 49ers with Colt McCoy, like, props to them. Arizona's legit. If I'm the Rams, the only team I'm worried about is the Bucs and probably the Cardinals.
I agree.
Maybe the Cowboys, but they got this week. So
Shanahan, like
Not
you
worried
said,
about the
Sterling, he's
Cowboys.
kind of Shanahan's been on like some sort of. I mean, all these announcers are so in love with him, but you see like his past. I mean, he was with Washington football team, right? He's with the Redskins at the time, whatever.
Yep.
And he went to Atlanta. He was the OC at Atlanta when they lost the Super Bowl 28 when they blew that lead. And then he comes to San Fran, develops a different kind of running mentality, kind of all these different formations and receivers getting handoffs and stuff like that. Well, the league has changed since like he had his kind of role with the Falcons, and then he has his own offense and he has all the say in the world of what happens. It just shows that the league's adapting it like almost on a weekly basis, right? He can't run some of the plays that he's used to getting away with. He doesn't have a quarterback like Matt Ryan. He doesn't have one of those guys that he can count on that can complete some third medium downs. Jimmy Garoppolo's not going to be able to do that. So, yeah, Shanahan finally, like you said it perfectly. You hear some skepticism about him. On ESPN, which is true, which is right. Like, how long are you going to give this guy? How long is Lynch going to give this guy? In an NFC West, that's
it's really strong. Got to be really good.
Rams good. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun to watch the fight. Jordan, I'm not going to ask Jordan this because I know his answer, but who do you think finishes atop of that division? Do you think it's the Rams or do you think it's the Cardinals?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be real close. Right now, the Cardinals are in first, and they have the tiebreaker currently against the Rams, but they're going to play one more time.
Everything's pointing to the Cardinals unless they implode.
But if you need to beat them next time for sure, and you can't lose any games you're not supposed to lose. I think the Cardinals lose another game this year, no doubt. I'm not sure if the Rams do. Although the Rams always seem to go 1-1 with the Seahawks. I think that changes this year.
No, I don't see us losing the Seahawks this year.
I don't either. But there's so many times where those teams just fight.
Next game's in LA, right?
At Rams, yeah.
Yeah, no chance.
No chance. Yeah. No, I agree. Who the Rams got this week?
Monday Night Football, 49ers.
Oh, that's right. They're going to kill him.
I hope so.
They should. There should be no reason not. Yeah, they should. The 49ers aren't really a problem. Okay, moving on. Staying in the NFL, Cam Newton today got signed by the Panthers. Darnold's obviously out for a couple weeks. Darnold's been absolutely atrocious the last couple weeks anyway. That's just interesting to see a big reunion there. He's not going to start this weekend, I don't think. Does he end up starting over PJ Walker? PJ Walker's looked horrible when he plays.
Well, the one thing is Matt Rule's offense is a lot different than the offense when he was there. So I think it's going to, if he starts this week, I'll be surprised.
I don't think so.
I don't think there's no chance.
You got to give PJ Walker one start, right?
Yeah.
But he's like 4 for 15
But he's not going to start next week no matter what.
Yeah.
Newton's going to start.
You think so?
Do you see what they're paying him?
Yeah,
up to 10 million.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks for PJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
you see that money, he's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, I'm getting benched.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I mean, I guess they want to make a playoff push, maybe. I don't know if Cam Newton's the guy that's going to do that, but I guess that's kind of what they're looking. If they're paying a guy that much to come in and take over, it's Cam Newton reuniting. They're obviously not looking to tank, right? So, interesting. Bengals and Joe Burrow. I just want to point that out against Sterling. Another bad pick by Joe Burrow leads to some trouble for them. They've kind of fallen off here a little bit. I didn't get to watch a ton of the games, full disclosure, this weekend. I was doing that Spartan race, so I missed a good chunk. But what did we see in that, if you watched any of that?
I mean, I said it, like Joe Burrow's he's now leading the league in picks. He's good. He's great, good player, but it just seems like his mistakes are very costly mistakes.
Definitely.
And you can't start a game like that versus the Browns at 90. Like, you're on the goal line, you go up 7-0, they're probably going to win. And just the whole momentum shifts, and then you get beat like hard the rest of the game. So it's tough. Yeah, and then they just ran all over him after that.
What a weird week in the NFL this week, because there was that game where the Bengals looked pretty good. They got beat. The Cowboys got absolutely pummeled by the Broncos, who have looked terrible. The Bills lost to the Jags. Did you guys get to watch any of that game? 9-6. Yeah. What the hell happened there?
Game ever. And the Jacksonville Jaguars missed 2 field goals.
I didn't get to watch any of that. I just got out of the race and saw the score 9-6, and I just couldn't even believe what I was looking at.
The thing with Buffalo is, I mean, obviously you have Josh Allen at quarterback, but Buffalo cannot run the football to save their life.
Moss and
Even last
Singletary
year,
are not good. Not good.
It's so bad.
They need to figure something out there. You got to get an average running back. Both those guys are below average running backs.
Oh, 100%.
Well, I don't think the O-line's good at run blocking.
No,
but yeah. Those guys, you can just look at them. They don't look explosive. They don't look powerful. It's true. They're just not very good. But I agree. The holes haven't been there. But they're obviously, the O-line's not that bad because Allen's not under a ton of pressure. Chiefs again. Sterling's got to go. Who knows what? Chiefs again. Mahomes did not look good. They won the game, right? But just did not look all that good. Mahomes has really struggled. At what point do you just be like, hey, we need to switch something up? Jackson Mahomes, stop dancing on the fucking sideline before the games. Switch up some momentum.
It's unreal. Like, I know it's a distraction, but like you see it on every social media, like everyone just rips the dude, and it has to weigh on like Patrick a little bit. He sees all this stuff.
Something's got to be there. You don't just lose all that talent.
No.
All of a sudden, he has looked bad.
He's got a lot of pressure, right? He's got that huge contract. He just had a kid. His brother's an idiot. It's like all this, and then and the guy he admitted he barely knows how to read a defense up until a couple of years ago.
Right.
Guys are disguising well, and he's just not picking it up like a quarterback, like a $500 million quarterback would. So.
Yeah. No, I agree. So
but
you want to chime in on Mahomes?
Mahomes, yeah. I mean, he just looks lost.
Jordan,
he's not playing the way he used to play. I mean, he's a lot of off script and all that stuff, and he'll figure it out though. I'm not worried about Mahomes. I know he'll figure it out. I mean, every quarterback throughout their career, like Tom Brady's had bad seasons. Every quarterback, Peyton Manning, his fourth year, had a bad season.
Tom Brady had bad seasons. He might be the one guy that's immune to a bad season. Peyton Manning,
yeah, he's had up and down seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes has struggled more than
they still win because of their defense, but he's had not good seasons.
He's struggled more this year than I've seen a guy that has played so well in the past and then struggled this hard because he just has not looked very good himself. And that's not fully on him.
I think he'll figure it out, though. He's too talented.
I think so too. They may miss the playoffs this year, but I agree. It's not like it's gonna be something that carries on. But yeah. I mean, it's if you're betting like we are, it's pretty easy to bet against the Chiefs spread every week. It's kind of a lock as it is right now.
Yeah, they don't cover.
No. So, Steelers game. Steelers just keep winning games by low scores. They're going to make the playoffs. They're not going to win much, but do we respect the Steelers now? We talked about it last week. My opinion hasn't changed. I still don't think they're that good. That division, they're getting lucky in, and the Bears, like Matt Nagy is just such a moron. The Bears are such a poorly coached team, and you know. I don't know.
I don't buy the Steelers.
Flag on Cassius Marsh,
that was one of the worst ref games I've ever seen. Just an absolute joke. I feel bad for the Bears, but
I do too. That's the most Bears thing of all time to happen.
Yeah, they're just bad. They're just a bad football team. Justin Fields, he looks better, but doesn't look great. And they just need to get rid of Matt Nagy. Like, it's time for him to be done, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Cowboys and Broncos. Cowboys basically were down 30. They were down 30-0. So they ended up making it a little bit closer. I didn't get to watch any of that. I heard Prescott looked really bad. I heard Zeke got hurt and they couldn't move the ball. What did you guys get to watch any of that? What happened there?
Just the pounding. Broncos ran the ball over them, controlled the clock. They're up 13-0.
Does it give you more faith in the Broncos, or is it just is it an off week for Dallas? What do we think? Fluke game?
Fluke game.
Yeah, I think it's a fluke game.
We'll see, because Dallas now plays Atlanta this week. Atlanta's 500. They're not that bad.
I don't think anyone gives Atlanta enough credit in Arthur Smith. I really don't.
Their
defense is abysmal still. I still hate their defense. Fair. But I just think, like, you know, Arthur Smith comes into an organization where defense was horrid, and they've continued to be horrid this year, and somehow he's finding ways to win games with his offense.
And they're missing their best receiver.
Exactly. Cordell Patterson is turned into
a
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they just find he finds
Matt Ryan. Shout out Matt Ryan, veteran guy. He looks good this year again. Matt Ryan continues to keep it rolling. So it'll be a test.
That was my lock of the week last week.
What was?
Like the
Falcons.
Falcons. That was my lock of the week for that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said it
Good
on the
call.
pod. I said this is my lock of the week.
Good call. You know what my lock of the week is this week, Sterling?
No.
It's Pittsburgh -6.5 playing right now, who you're on the other end of, and it's 17-0 in half.
That was not your lock of the week. You didn't text her anyway. Watch the back door come.
What's 17-0?
Benjamin.
I don't know. They're killing it.
2 touchdowns. That's all we need.
And a field goal. Oh, to cover. Yes. But
Sick.
also Pitt has the ball and is driving. All right. Anything else in the NFL we want to wrap up? Like I said, I didn't get to watch a ton of the games. Did I miss anything?
That's it for me.
I
I don't
Jordan,
even want
anything?
to talk about the Rams game.
Why not?
Oh, why do you think?
I got to watch that game. That was a tough one.
Stafford in the first half looked like Goff.
He looked like Carson Wentz in that interception on the goal line there. What the hell was that?
God.
It's Goff.
That was Goff Wentz was all it was bad.
I will say the pick six was just a sweet play by Byard. Because
That
it
was
was the
nice
right
play.
read. It was cover
That was a
3,
nice play.
5-yard out, and then Byard's the other safety coming down for run support. If it's a run, he sees they checked out of a run. He reads Stafford's eyes and just jumps the out route. It was actually a great defensive play. It's the right read for Stafford, but I mean, he could have saw him, but that's just tough.
Yeah. They'll bounce back on.
I mean, that's
no worries
just-
about that.
No, that's just another. I mean, Tennessee's good. Don't get me wrong, but that's like the Dallas Broncos game.
This is a fluke week of the NFL. Jacksonville won.
It was a strange week. It was a very strange week in the NFL. Excited to watch more of that this week. Sterling and I will be watching those games, so we'll have a lot of opinions come next week, I'm sure. Quick hockey. Canucks game, Sterling and I bet on last week. I just want to give Sterling the shout
How'd
out.
that
He
go?
did win that game. It did not go well for me. That being said, I doubled up myself and I bet $50 on them again. The next game they won, so I won my money back. Thank God. Stupidly bet on them again tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
Who they got
You
tonight?
just bet on them
Colorado,
every
right?
game or what?
No, I bet on only when I didn't bet on them last game against Anaheim. They were a huge favorite, and I didn't like it. They ended up losing in overtime. I just like it. The line tonight, they're big underdogs. They're at Colorado,
right?
tonight.
No McKinnon.
No McKinnon. So, and I bet on them yesterday before it was. I knew he was going to be out. He was hurt, and he wasn't likely going to play. So I got them at pretty good odds. But they're playing Colorado, who's nasty. So we'll see. The one thing I wanted to mention. This is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. So the Coyotes, 4 years ago, 2016, 2017, I believe it was. This is just the weirdest story. Started 10-1 to start the year. Horrible. They picked up a goalie named Scott Wedgwood off of waivers that year and started him, and they won that game. Fast forward to this year, the Coyotes just started 10-1 again. Absolute atrocity. Shows how well that organization is doing. Picked up same goalie. He's been tossed around organizations. Picked up Scott Wedgwood this week on waivers.
No way.
He didn't start the game. They went down 2-0. They pulled the other goalie, put him in, ended up stopping, I think, like 25 of 26 shots. They ended up winning the game, winning their first game of the year to go to 10-1. Same exact goalie, same exact situation, 4 different years apart, and he only played for the Coyotes that 1 year, back 4 years ago. They randomly picked him up off waivers again. He ended up coming into the game and winning the game. Same exact record, and they beat the same coach. He didn't coach. They coached for someone at the Flyers at the time. Back in 2016, 2017, he coached for the Flyers. Now he coaches for Seattle. Same coach, got their first win with the same goalie they had picked up off waivers that week. Isn't that
That's
weird?
crazy.
Isn't that weird? I just wanted to shout that out because that's just incredible. Bad beats. Do we have any bad beats from last week? My betting, I pretty much ended up 500 in all. My hockey's been good. My NCAA wasn't great. My NFL was okay. NHL bets though were doing well, so I don't have a ton of bad beats.
You really flipped the ship there, Benjamin. I know you can.
Yeah, my NHL was terrible. I'm almost back to 500 now, which I was doing pathetic. I guess I'll just shout out what I got tonight for hockey. I got LA Kings -110 versus Ottawa. They're up 1-0. I got St. Louis money line versus St. Louis 0-0 in first. Got the Canucks, like I said, at +154, and I got the Ducks.
Who's St. Louis playing?
Nashville.
Oh, it was just funny. You said St. Louis money line against St. Louis. I just thought it was kind of.
Oh, sorry, St. Louis money line against Nashville. My bad. And then I got the Canucks and I got the Ducks. We're playing Seattle. Seattle looks terrible. I don't know if Yanni Gourde's playing tonight, so I like the Ducks. John Gibson. I just watched that game. I don't know if you guys watched it. Probably not, but John Gibson, the goalie for the Ducks, is an absolute stud. So, any bad beats that you can think of, Sterling? I didn't bet a ton last week because I knew I was going to miss some of the
Well,
games.
the one that made me the most mad was just the Coastal Carolina 28-8. The spread was -20, and I tie that. So I mean that's annoying. But there were some other bad beats, but nothing too crazy. I don't think so. Nothing noteworthy. But that was the one where I was like, gosh, Coastal Carolina.
One that was annoying that I know Jordan and I were on was Hawaii +7. They pushed. They lost. They shouldn't have lost that game to San Diego State at home, but they pushed. That was stupid.
Oh, wait. This is I knew that. This is the worst one. Wake Forest.
Oh, against North Carolina.
They were up like 20.
And they lost the game.
They lost the game, yeah. And the spread I took +2.5 and they lost by 3.
Yeah. Yep. And I think we were texting. It was like, are we really going to get fucked by Wake Forest right now? Like, are you kidding me? They're like trying to screw us over. And sure enough, they did. They just looked that second half of the game. They looked so bad. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
You know, the ACC, the teams might not be obviously the greatest, but they're like the ACC. I was listening today to Joey Galloway. The ACC scores a shit ton of points now.
They
like,
do.
You know, usually,
all these games are high scoring.
All of them are high scoring.
I will say,
anyway,
I bet the UFC fights last week. I went 3-1. I'd never bet UFC before, so I was happy with that. I got Bobby Green, I got Justin Gaethje, and I got Rose Namajunas. She won. The Thug.
Well done, Ben.
So that was fun. Did you guys watch the fights at all?
No.
Oh, they were awesome. They were awesome. I don't watch a ton of UFC, but they were fun to watch. All right. I don't think we have a My Goat thing. We never decided on a My Goat category this weekend, right?
Yeah, we didn't.
So let's just go right into the picks. I know I got a bunch. I don't know about you guys. What do we, Sterling, you want to lead us off here, bud?
Sure.
Start with tonight.
Yeah, I have UNC tonight. They're going to backdoor you, so just keep talking. They got the ball back.
17-0. 8.5 back. -6.5. Let's go.
Keep chirping.
Lock of the week.
All right, Friday night, Cincinnati at USF. USF sucks. It takes Cincinnati -23.5. Wyoming tomorrow night. Wyoming at Boise State.
I bet against Boise State last week again, and they fucked me. So I'm done. Done for the year.
I thought we were done before.
I thought we were too, and I was just an idiot.
Yeah. Yo, Rubes is going to be there. He's black, and he said already. So
every time Rubes has been there, they've lost. Every time Rubes has been there, and
they can't protect their home turf. I'm going to take the 14.5 for Wyoming.
I would too. Good call.
I am. And then Saturday morning, give me +40.5 for UConn at Clemson. I don't think Clemson's even capable of winning by 41.
They probably aren't, but UConn's
I don't even think they're capable of scoring 41.
I think you're right.
UConn, Jim Mora just got hired at UConn starting, I don't know when.
Did he?
But he got hired today.
Oh, wow. Jim Mora, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
UCLA?
Yeah.
And Seahawks too.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then I'm going against Michigan again, since this line has moved 8.5 points. Michigan started out as -7. Or excuse me, started out as
English.
What?
Michigan, I'd have to say Michigan started out as +7. Now they're -0.5. So this line is.
They started out as +7. Are you sure?
Yes. That's what it says here.
I don't know. I thought I bet them money line early in the weekend. I got them at like -1. I got it -105, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I got them early, but I guess not early enough.
I don't know. The line kind of. It says +7. It started out, but it then it went to 1. So it could have been wrong at the start.
I think it's 1.5 or 2 right now, right? They're minus.
Yeah,
they're the favorites now.
Penn State's +1.5. I'm going to take Penn State.
Me too.
We will be going against each other in that game this weekend.
I have not been good.
We'll be going against each other.
Let's go.
Come on, Michigan.
Good. You always are, and you've won every time because I've lost every time I bet against Michigan. So
except Michigan State game, I lost that one.
Northwestern at Wisconsin. I'm going to take Northwestern +24.5. I don't buy Wisconsin blowing out teams. I mean, Northwestern's bad, not awful. I don't think they're 25 points worse than Wisconsin. I mean,
No.
you can't trust Wisconsin's quarterback. They're going to pass over you.
Offense. Yeah, no.
Unless their run defense just, shits the bed, then they're done. But I'm going to take Northwestern at Wisconsin plus 24.5. Just too many points. Wisconsin's not that powerful. Oklahoma at Baylor. Couldn't find an edge on the spread, so I'm taking the over. Oklahoma Baylor. Just a good over
Tap
game.
it in. Let's go, baby.
General.
It's a Texas game. Well, it's not Texas. It's a Southern game. Close states that are close to Texas
close
always
enough.
hit the overs.
Close enough. Big 12. Let's go.
Yeah.
Western Kentucky at Rice. I'm going to take Western Kentucky minus 18.5. I don't buy Rice. Haven't bought them all year. Got good odds betting against them, so I'm going to stay with that. And then my darlings, Coastal Carolina at home.
You love them.
Against Georgia State. Give me 10.5 at home for Coastal Carolina. It's time for another blowout.
My only worry there is Coastal
Grayson.
Carolina's quarterback's hurt.
No Grayson.
I don't care. They can run the ball. They
right.
they have like 3 different formations on offense. They can run, pass, whatever. I've said that all year. Georgia State's not good. Give me 10.5. All right. Another one of my favorites, just sticking with them. USM at University of Texas, San Antonio, who was ranked 23 in the country now.
They
UTSA.
are?
Yes.
Mhm.
They're good.
Damn.
Minus 33.5. I don't care. At home, give me it. By the way, Ben, UNC just scored.
Still covering.
Charlotte at La Tech. La Tech has screwed us time and time again this year, and I like Charlotte. Give me the +7 there.
Let's go,
Charlotte.
baby. Tap me in on that one. Let's go. We're riding on that.
Yep, Charlotte's
go.
not bad at all. They're good. And then this one might be my lock of the week. UTEP at Northern Texas. University of North Texas. I don't get this. UTEP's a good football team, and North Texas is a bad football team. UTEP's going to win. I don't see North Texas winning this game. This is my
North
lock
Texas
of the week.
sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then we're going to go to Tulsa at Tulane. Both of these teams can score. Tulsa's up and down. They have weeks where they score. Defense is good. Defense is bad. But Tulane's a bad football team. Tulsa's been up and down. Give me the over 55.5 on that. 100%. And then finally, pretty strong on this one too. San Diego State at home versus Nevada. San Diego State -2. So
You're back on San Diego State train, hey?
I am.
All right. All right. Jordan, what do you got?
At home, but
George's frozen,
Yeah.
so I'll go. Yeah, they don't have a home stadium. All right. I will give you my picks. So I'll start off with tonight as well. I have Pitt -6.5. I got the hockey games, like I said. Early games, I got Michigan at -105. Got them on the money line. I think they're going to win this game. I think Michigan has, now that Michigan State lost last week, their motivation is probably back. They have a chance. If they can go beat Ohio State, that really sets them up nicely. So I think they, if they drop this, their season's over. So I think they're highly motivated. I think they're going to win this game. It's going to be a close one, but I think they're going to win. With Sterling, I got the over in the Oklahoma Baylor game. Too close to call on that one. I think Oklahoma probably wins, but Baylor plays everyone tough, it seems. 62.5. I think both these teams put up at least 35. I think it's an absolute shootout. Caleb Williams probably throws for 500 yards again. I have Arizona plus 24.5 against Utah. Arizona is a terrible football team, but goddamn, do they play hard. They play hard for this new coach. They've
You sounded like a coach right there.
Teams have had a hard time covering against Arizona. Oregon struggled to cover against them, barely did. UW obviously did not. They just beat Cal, so Cal obviously did not cover. 24.5 is a big line. Arizona plays hard. It's at Arizona, not a huge advantage, but these guys don't quit. They haven't quit on their season. They're playing for pride, and I think they probably keep within 14. Same as Sterling. We're riding on this one. I like it. Charlotte +7. LA Tech. LA Tech, we bet against a bunch. It's been profitable for us. Charlotte is 5-2 on the year, or 6-2 or something like that. They have a winning record by a lot, and LA Tech is like 2-7 or 2-6. And Charlotte's +7. I don't think there's any home field advantage for LA Tech, even though it's at LA Tech. I like Charlotte to win the game, but I take the points to be safe. Not that I watch Charlotte a whole lot, so who knows? But they have a winning record, and LA Tech is not good. We've seen them get blown out by bad teams. I have two bets in this game. I have Purdue plus 20 by itself at Ohio State. Purdue is just the upset kings this year. They come to play every week. I really like what they've done. 20 points is a lot, even though it is Ohio State. Purdue, who knows? Maybe they upset another team. I doubt it, but they probably keep it closer than 20. I also just hedged myself to be careful. I did a teaser with them. I put a full unit on this because I like this one a lot. Over 56.5. Purdue can really throw the football. OSU obviously has a pretty good offense as well. Their defense is not too bad, but nothing special. Like I said, Purdue's going to sling it. And that one I get with over 56.5, I get Purdue at plus 26.5. And I really like that number a lot. So big fan of that teaser there. Teaser in the Tennessee game, over 50 and Tennessee plus 26.5. Tennessee's offense is about the only thing they got going for them. Their defense can't stop anything. But that offense is going to go and go and go as long as their quarterback stays healthy. I think they keep it within, 20 points or so. Georgia's the best team in the nation by far, but Tennessee's not that bad this year, and they have an offense that can move it. I like the over 50 easily, and I think Tennessee's good enough to keep it close. I like that one. I have Air Force -3 at Colorado State. Basically, CSU is a really bad football team. Air Force isn't that bad. They're not great. I think they win by at least a touchdown there, though. -3. I got the over in the Ole Miss Texas A&M game. Should be an absolute shootout. Over's only 55.5. Obviously, Ole Miss can move the ball. Texas A&M has shown recently that they can move the ball. Their offense has looked a lot better. I like the over there. I have Fresno -24.5. They're playing UNM. UNM is not good. I think Fresno is coming off I think they lost to Boise State last week. I think that's who it was, or at least they didn't cover because I lost that bet. But I think they're going to come out and smoke UNM. Wake Forest -2. I think Wake Forest bounces back this week against NC State. I think the line probably, if they win that game, is 7, but it's only 2 due to the loss. Obviously, their defense is cause for concern, but they move the ball pretty well, and I don't think NC State poses a real threat. I got Washington State +14 at Oregon. Oregon, I still believe, is overrated. I do not think they should be in the playoff. It depends on which Washington State team shows up, but they've had some games where they show up and they play really well. So we'll see there. That's what I got for college this weekend. Jordan, what do you got, bud?
All right. Let's see here. Well, I'll just go tonight. I have a player, Brock Lamar, over 250 passing yards. He's got 45 so far with 1:55 left. I have my first basketball going on. My NBA, I should say. College, I went 2 for 2 the other day. NBA, I have the Jazz and the Sixers parlay. Philly is down 10 with 10 minutes left, so that's not looking so hot. And then I have the Canucks money line tonight at Colorado. So I can't bet against the Canucks.
I'll never bet against them.
College football, 9 a.m. I have the over between SMU and UCF. It's at 60.5. I know SMU's kind of lost the past 2 games, but I still think their offense is potent with Tanner Mordecai at quarterback. And UCF has a history of scoring. I mean, I know they're not way much, but they're still points. 60.5 over there. I'm with you guys as well. Oklahoma Baylor, so that's a rider for this weekend. 62.5 over for
Hey.
Is it not working?
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Where did I?
There we go. I hear him.
I heard Oklahoma, Baylor. I heard the over.
That's a rider. We got that for sure. We know we're riding on that one. That's no doubt.
Oh, am I there? Am I good now? We're good to go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you got me? Okay, cool. Another one, also 62.5. Over Purdue and Ohio State. So that's another one to add to the card there. 62.5. Purdue just throws the ball 50 times. Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, it looked like you guys were frozen. My bad. Like you said, Ohio State's offense historically, I mean, they just hit on all cylinders with their running backs, and then Olave, Garrett Wilson, and then they had that Smith and Jigba who set a school record last week with catches. They just can hit on all cylinders, and then McConnell, or I think that's his name, that quarterback for Purdue, he'll throw it at least 50 times. So I like the over there. Boston College at Georgia Tech. Boston College is +1.5, so I took them there. Georgia Tech, I'm not too fond of. I I know Sims is their quarterback. I think he's decent, but Boston College, they're still. I mean, I bet on a couple times this year, and they've won me some money, so I'm going to stick with Boston College there. And then I have Middle Tennessee State -10 against Florida International. Florida International is horrendous. They've won one game at Middle Tennessee State. I could see that probably being a 20-point game. Middle Tennessee State's, I think, 4-5, so they're not terrible. Hawaii -3 at UNLV. I think UNLV is a disaster of a football program right now. It's at UNLV. It's just a long, weird travel situation going on for Hawaii. It could be good or bad. I'm in this case, they're playing UNLV. Who's obviously not great. So I'll take the points at -3. Wake Forest -2 against NC State. NC State's sneaky good. I think Wake Forest is going to come out hot this week, coming off that loss.
Let's go, baby.
I'm sure you guys can agree there. So I think we all have that one too. Is that what?
I was on it with you.
What was it?
Wake Forest -2.
I'll add it to the card. Wake
There
Forest.
we go. Love it. Let's go. It's a rider.
Let's go. And then I have Kansas +30.5 at Texas. Kansas, maybe that was a fluke game when they held their own against Oklahoma. Texas is a mess right now on their offense. Sark can't really get it going. Their defense can't stop anybody. I just think 30.5 is a lot of points for any game.
Oh.
And then the last one is a 7:30 game. I have the over 57.5 between the Cougs and the Ducks. You see both these teams, as they get going, they're going to score quick and they're going to score fast. I know Oregon emphasizes the run, but they tend to break off these long, big runs, and then they'll hit you. They can hit you for a 30-yard touchdown pass. And then Wazoo's just had a history of the past 10 years throwing the ball all over. So I have 57.5 there and that will wrap up college football.
Awesome. Got a couple NFL games I'll mention here. You guys can shoot yours too. Got Jacksonville. I'll have more, obviously, but for now, Jacksonville +10.5 at Indianapolis. I think that's too big of a line. Jacksonville obviously has played better recently. They just beat the Bills. It may be considered a letdown spot, but it's not like they played that well. I just think they keep it closer than 10.5. They may lose by 10, so I like the 10.5. I got a teaser over 49 and Dallas -3. I think Dallas bounces back in a big way. I think their offense bounces back in a big way. You're not going to keep that offense down for 2 weeks in a row, especially not playing Atlanta. So I like the over 49, and Atlanta's offense is good itself. And I think Dallas wins probably by a touchdown or more. I have Las Vegas money line +124. They always give the Chiefs problems no matter what. This year, the Chiefs obviously are in a down year a little bit. I think they win this game or keep it very close. I may take the spread to help myself out there as well. And then for the Monday night game, I have LA -4 at San Francisco. I think LA absolutely runs away with this. San Fran just got beat, like I said, by Colt McCoy. So I think LA probably wins that game by at least 10. I think it's probably more of a 14-point game. Any NFL games you guys got that you want to shout out right now?
Yeah, I got
Go ahead.
Atlanta +9.5 at Dallas. Dallas is still really good against the spread. Only lost once this year, but I like the way Atlanta's trending. And the part that scares me about this game and really big time is Dallas just got embarrassed. So they're going to have a lot of fire coming out.
10.5's a lot. That's why I had to tease it. It's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. And I like Atlanta keeping it close. I think they do enough to keep it, under 10.
I agree.
And then I'm going to take another dog, another stat here. Road dogs this year against the spread are 51, 31, and 2. So I'm going to take another road dog here. Cleveland +2.5 at New England. I do think New England's good.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah.
After last week, I don't know. OBJ not on the Browns. Give me the Browns. Give me them to win because they need to make the playoffs. I just like the run game. The run game's always there, no matter what. Week in, week out, they can run the ball. And then Baker's just a different quarterback without OBJ. And then another road dog here, over 10 points. Give me Carolina +10.5 at Arizona. I don't care if Hopkins and Murray are back. Give me the 10.5, Carolina. But Newton in, PJ, whatever. That's too many points. Road Dogs are hitting it this year. I like it. Finally, I'm going to take a favorite. Philly at Denver. I don't buy Philly at all this year. And I
Wow.
think Denver. Well, they're going to Mile High. So give me under a field goal at Mile High. So I think Denver's going to have some high spirits after last game. And, their momentum's going to come back. They started out 3-0, and they kind of, were terrible after that. Now they have a shot to make the AFC again. So there's kind of got that momentum. Philly's been terrible. So they're kind of downtrending. So I like it. I like the situation. Philly's going to Denver. Probably wouldn't take this if it was at Philly. But since they're going 2 Mile High, Denver has a shot now. So I think they're going to have some fire under them to win the game.
Sweet. Jordy, got anything yet for this weekend?
Yeah, I got a couple so far. I'm going -9.5 against the Washington football team. As you guys can probably attest, Washington's defense is not at all what we expected, not lived up to any of the expectations. And then, just on offense, Heineke at quarterback, he's not the dude for them. I mean, I know given Fitzpatrick's on the IR or whatever, but I don't see Washington scoring a whole lot. And I could see Tom getting, putting up 14-17 in the first quarter, and then controlling the rest of the game. So I have that. And then I have Tennessee 3 at home against New Orleans. New Orleans quarterback situation with Simeon. Or is it Simeon still? Not too confident in Simeon. No, he doesn't look so hot. His last name sounds like Seaman, so I'm not going to bet on him at all. And I'll end it, the NFL game with the NFL day with a teaser. I have Arizona -4.5. And then I have the over of 47 between the Vikings and Chargers. And that is a -110 teaser. And then that's about it for NFL Sweet for this Sunday.
Good stuff.
Love it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Do we have trivia this week? Do you guys have trivia questions?
I got mine ready if you want.
I got mine.
Let's do it.
I think Jordan went first last week asking. I'll go first this week asking my questions.
No, I think I went last because my questions were gay as hell.
I'll go first.
Yeah, that's
or no,
right,
Jordan, you go first. Jordan, you go first.
Jordan, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get the scoreboard up.
So these
One
are
sec here.
yeah.
All right, go ahead, Jordan.
My questions, I'll just give you the category. The categories where they go, where these NFL players, where they go to college. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I like it.
Got it.
Sterling's good. This
All right,
scares
sweet.
me.
All right. We'll go. Where did Chris Godwin go to college?
Penn State.
Correct. Wow.
Yeah, see, this is where this is not
Quick.
good. This is not good.
Okay. Wow. Benjamin, Sterling, where did Matthew Ryan go to college?
Boston College.
Boston College is correct.
This is not good. I would have got that. I knew he went to Boston College, but I could not get it off the top of my head like that.
No, it's all good, Benjamin. Hey, you got one more.
I'm fucked.
Last but not least, where did James Conner go?
Pitt.
Yeah. Wow.
We just no more of those. Sterling's
That's
got
why I was
an
happy. He
absolute
goes, where'd these
lead
guys go
on
to college? I
us.
was like,
All right,
yes.
Sterling needs to ask the next question so he can get a chance to catch a score.
What's the score now?
12-9-7.
Lovely.
I hate
All
you.
right. I got
As
two
soon
NHL.
as Jordan said the
I got two
category, I
NHL
was like, I'm
arenas.
so screwed.
I got 2 NHL arenas.
Thank God.
All right, first one.
Oh, lovely.
Ball Arena.
Oh, fuck.
I got a hint coming in 10 seconds. Hint is, it is important tonight.
Avalanche.
Yes, Jordan.
Oh, that's right. They changed it from Pepsi Center. God damn it. It was Pepsi Center last year. That's brand new.
Yeah,
I hate you for
I
that.
remember that too.
I hate you for that.
What about my tip, though? It's important. You're betting on the. Jordan got it right away. All right, we're going to stick with NHL.
Love it.
I should have got that. Hand up. I should have got that. No excuses.
Honda Center.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Jordan. Ben, you're
Fuck.
getting walloped tonight.
Sorry. I got
All right.
Follow up.
Number
There you
3, the last one.
Okay, I swear to you, Sterling, no joke. The first question you asked, like you said, NHL arenas. Before you asked it, I was thinking, okay, he's gonna say Honda Center. I'm not joking you. I'll put all the money I have. I swear to you, I was like, he's gonna say Honda Center tonight.
Second one,
The
yeah.
conspiracy theory going on. You guys are texting before.
The Ducks. Anaheim.
I'm lit.
Right across from the Angels Stadium.
I do know that. I've driven past it. Looks like shit.
Honda Center?
Yeah,
Oh.
shit stadium.
No.
Yep.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Anyway,
Fuck them. LA sucks. Well, it's Anaheim,
it's
but
not
it still
LA.
sucks.
Orange County. But
Nah, I actually
anyway.
like OC.
NBA,
We just lost to them, so I'm salty.
OC's cool. NBA. I hate LA too, by the way. I like the Rams, but hate LA.
Good.
But last one. NBA Chase Center. Give you a hint. It's newer.
Huh.
Hornets.
Sacramento.
Another hint. The team is really good.
Oh, Warriors.
Yes. Ben. Oh, Ben. Ben went over 6.
Is that the new name? They used to be Oracle,
Yes,
right?
It used to be Oracle. They moved to Chase Center.
Oh, I know all the old names of the stadiums.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
good bet.
All right. Well, I haven't got a point in 2 weeks now, so that's good. All right. Let's get this over with.
What's the scores now?
12-7.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, what pitcher? So actually, this is a big one because you guys are tied. What
Category?
pitcher? These are just more. This is like last week. Fun facts.
Oh,
Good, like
sick.
good things, good records, but like they're
Okay.
good. They're good things.
Okay.
What pitcher holds the record for most complete games in an MLB career?
Nolan Ryan.
Nope.
Is this like an old one again that we wouldn't know?
No, you'll know this 100%.
Felix Hernandez.
Nope.
Does he still
You're gonna-
pitch?
No. 10 seconds.
But he's recent.
Cy
10
Young.
seconds. Cy Young. There you go, Jordan.
That's
One for
I
Jordan.
said. Is it an older one that we wouldn't know?
You don't know Cy Young?
I said an older one.
That we wouldn't know.
Oh,
If you don't know Cy Young, you're
so I was thinking recent then, because I said, is it an older guy?
Oh.
Well, you should, that's not what you said. You said, is it an older one
That's
that
what
we
I
wouldn't
meant.
know?
Is it an older guy that like we were
Oh,
born?
I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what you mean.
You guys are cute.
Goodness.
That's
The
13
questions you
for
love are like guys that are in the 60s.
Then you should have said, is it an older guy, and stopped the question there. All right, next question. Where'd it go? There it is. Who is the only person in NBA history to be named MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year?
Larry Bird.
You already asked this question.
No.
I asked that question the first week.
Yeah.
Larry
All right.
Bird.
Never mind. It doesn't count. We're going to a new one.
Ben, you're the worst at asking questions by far.
I don't remember a week. That was like a
Oh
month
my
and a
God.
half ago.
He loved that. He thought he was gonna stump us. He
That's a
loved
good.
it.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because it's been
oh,
asked
that's-
before.
Yeah. All right. Who's the most decorated Olympian of all time?
Michael Phelps.
Okay. Good. All right. I gotta find one more. Give me 1 sec here. I have a site where I get mine. So give me a sec. I hate you guys. Oh, okay. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Holy shit, man.
I don't know if you guys are gonna get this one. I need you guys to not get this one. So actually, this is good.
It's gonna be some.
No, it's not. It's not that hard of a question. You just won't get it. I don't think. Which of the following NFL coaches has the best playoff record of all time? I'll give you the list. I'll give you the list. So you only get one guess.
Go ahead,
Okay.
man.
Bill Belichick, Chuck Noll, Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer.
Jimmy Johnson.
Nope.
Chuck
Jordan's
Noll.
out. Nope. That's why I knew you wouldn't get it. It's Barry Switzer. 5-2 all time. Best playoff winning percentage of all time.
Dude, that is. the
I needed
dumbest
one
shit
where
I've
you
ever-
weren't gonna get one. I am getting.
Oh, you ask a lot of those.
smoked. I'm getting
Five,
smoked.
5-2. 5-2.
Wait. Who got the first one? I got the second one. Jordy got the first one. So Jordy got 2 of the 3 there.
No. We didn't get the last one. We split 1-1.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So it's 13-13-7 on the trivia.
Yeah.
So you guys are, well, I'm going to come out with the hardest fucking questions of all time for the next for many amount of weeks, so I can try and catch myself up.
Just keep doing colleges.
Kidding. I'm not going to do that. No, don't do any more colleges. I knew as soon as you can watch the tape, as soon as Jordan said NFL players, colleges, I was like, that's it. I'm done. Because Sterling, for some reason, has, like, I could probably name anyone. Like, let's see, where did Chris Carson go to college?
Oklahoma State.
Oh, I actually knew that.
Wow.
That wasn't at the top of my head though. But
Okay,
actually,
I'm gonna pick one more.
Where'd
Tyler Lockett go?
Kansas State.
There we go. All right, good stuff.
You named 2 Seahawks. Nice.
I know.
All right. Where did I'm trying to like find guys that you wouldn't necessarily know. Like, I don't know, you knew a lot about the Seahawks. Like, where did PJ Walker go to college?
Oh, I actually don't know that one.
That's a good one. I have no clue.
I'm gonna guess Eastern Carolina.
Imagine you get this right. PJ Walker College. Went to Temple.
Yeah, I would never know that.
No. Okay. That's kind of all the stuff we got. A couple things I wanted to bring up, just kind of in the world that we talked about. The Astroworld Festival, that was something. What you guys see all the news on that?
Yeah, people died.
Yeah. What do we think? Where's the blame? Who deserves the blame?
Whoever set up the event and the security at the event.
I mean, it's just, to me, that's mind-boggling. I've been to a lot of concerts, probably over 30, and I go to a lot of rock shows and things like that where they play like actual mosh pit music. And even like at the MGK show, like people get knocked over. I got knocked over at the MGK show. The first thing that happens when that happens is people pick each other up. So I just don't understand. I don't know if it's the like rap crowd that doesn't understand the like etiquette of it, but like if someone falls over, why would you ever not help them up? It's just mind-boggling. Like, I think I agree. The promoters, the people, the security deserve the blame, but also the people there, like just assholes. Like,
I know. That's what I was gonna say.
You step on a person on the ground.
Like,
it's inhumane.
Like,
I don't get it.
It's like animals. It's like animal culture. Like, it's really gross, and it's too bad. It's really sad. I think 8 people or something. Like, that's
do these people
so
not
many.
Have friends? They
I don't
go
know.
alone. Like, if my friend's knocked down, I'm going.
I'm not. I go to concerts by myself. So but again, I get knocked down. But it's not even. Doesn't even matter. Like the MGK show, I got knocked down. You guys were out of the pit by then. It's like it's the first thing everyone does. It's like, all right, get them up. And same thing. It's like as soon as you see someone down, it's like everyone's there. Everyone has a common interest to be there. They all love this artist. They all want to listen to it. They all are happy to be there. Everyone at a concert's usually in a good mood because they're all excited to see this person. And yet you're gonna go and like murder it's incidental, but you're gonna kill your fellow fans of this. Like, what are we doing? You know, it's really
the
too
world
bad.
we live in.
Feel too bad. And the other thing that broke today, obviously, was the Dave Portnoy news. I know Sterling and I have been up on that, watching that. Jordan, you watch that? That guy is, I've never seen a man handle scandal better than him throughout his life. And this is the biggest one, obviously, to be accused of sexual misconduct and rape. And you can't. And it's because he knows how honest he is. He's got the proof of everything. He just knows that he doesn't lie. He's a dick because he's a straight shooter. He tells it right how it is. He's always been that way. And it's nice to see him, basically not shut up and comply and get canceled, but fight back and get people sending him proof and have proof. And just a big fan of his. Obviously, you never want to see girls get put in an uncomfortable spot. That's terrible. But when it hurts the people that actually get sexually abused and hurt to have fake things like this come out. So makes the real ones not look real. And unfortunately, the fake ones that try and take advantage from money really hurt the actual people who are hurt by things like this, that deserve the sympathy and deserve the heart, I don't know what the word is, but basically it's just, it takes away from people who are actually getting hurt. It's a touchy subject, trying to be careful, but it's really too bad to see that. But good for him for putting it to bed. And Business Insider, I hope they basically go under. Anyone that takes a fake story like that and runs with it. Girls who lie and guys who lie about anything like that. You're a scumbag. Yeah. So it's just if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Go read on it. It's very interesting. But Viva La Stool, man. Barstool. Portnoy's the goat.
Viva La Stool.
Portnoy's the goat. Other than that, boys, anything else? Jordan, what are you up to this weekend?
Nothing, man. Just gonna be watching football. It's the best. I mean, you got college basketball kicked off this week too.
It's a great time for sports.
Time to be a sports
Great
fan.
time to be a sport. I'm so pumped when we're home in 2 weeks. We all get to watch the games and all that shit. That's gonna be such a blast. And
it's great because all these sports and it's, I mean, we're all fairly knowledgeable in like mostly all the sports. So it's, we have a lot of our insights. We're following everything on Twitter, Instagram, all this stuff. We're up to date with all the latest information, and it's showing our action bets, and we're up units, and our ROI is pretty high. So if you guys to tune in, follow us along.
Definitely.
All sports.
I like it. I like tire pump.
And right.
I like it.
Shit's not a joke. We're all winning some money. Might as well get everyone else in on it.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Canucks already down 1-0. The game just started.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's a good way to end the show right there.
My mood just went from happy to I'm pissed off. Oh my God. One closing note: Pittsburgh is up 23-7 at half, so currently covering.
Backdoor bet.
And my other bets look good, except of course the Canucks have started off poorly. There's an absolute shock. They've given up the first goal in now 12 of the 14 games that they've played. So that's fucking fantastic. Oh. We're off to a good night here. I'm pissed off. All right. Anything else, boys, to wrap it up before I go off the rails because I'm getting angry.
We'll be in Zona this weekend. Let's go.
Yeah, yes. You guys have some fun this weekend.
We will. Copper Blues. If you're listening in Arizona, Copper Blues tomorrow night, 8:30 live music. Let's go. We'll see you there. And we'll see Cam, our Sterling's buddy Cam, who's one of the guys that's going to come on the show. Going to see him and meet him. So excited for that. Yeah, let's ride. Let's make some money this weekend and then blow it all at the bar, Sterling. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks we'll be home and blow it all at what's it called? Thirsty Badger at home.
There's nothing to spend money on.
Thirsty Badger, baby. Come on. Or the casino, yeah. All right, boys. Take it easy. Sterling, fly safe tomorrow. We'll see you guys 2 weeks in person. Excited for that at Lock Talk Sports, basically on any platform possible. Instagram. Peace out, boys.